start with that breaking news on the Menendez brothers case. Today, LA County District Attorney Nathan Hochman meeting with the brothers' family as they seek their resentencing and eventual release from prison.
KCAL News reporter Jasmine Viel is live tonight in downtown LA. And Jasmine, the DA just gave a news conference and he described the meeting as productive. Has he made a decision yet?
No, he is not taking a position, saying that he has a ton of information and interviews still to do to sift through. But behind me, you can see those family members who have been advocating for the resentencing of Eric and Lyle Menendez here inside of this restaurant now. They just watched the news conference live as it just wrapped up by LA County DA Nathan Hochman after a 3-hour meeting together, which again, he called productive. Take a look. More than 20 members of Jose and Kitty Menendez's family, they walked into the Hall of Justice Friday afternoon. They said that they were hopeful for an open and fair discussion with the new DA. This meeting, another push to get a judge to reconsider the brothers' murder charge and life without parole. The family had said in a statement earlier that they are all united in their support for a resentencing process that reflects Eric and Lyle's abuse, trauma, and demonstrated rehabilitation over the last 35 years. They said that they had hoped this meeting would move them closer to spending next Christmas reunited as a family. Now, last year, former DA George Gascon had recommended the brothers receive a new sentence of 50 years to life, which would make them eligible for parole immediately. Here's Hochman, who says he will continue to review and speak with those involved in this case, and he talked about what he takes into consideration.
So you don't look at any one instance in isolation. You look at the entire record of behavior while they've been in prison for over 3 decades. And ultimately what you're doing is you're providing that information, as we intend to do, to the court, because the court makes the final decision here.
So a resentencing hearing is set for January 30th and the 31st. Friday's meeting, and this comes just a few months after a hearing where their attorneys requested that a judge review the potential new evidence as well of sexual abuse and consider that resentencing. The brothers, convicted in 1996 of first-degree murder for the 1989 killings of their parents, who were fatally shot inside of their Beverly Hills home. I also spoke to attorney Steve Meister. Listen to what he said. He does not represent the Menendez brothers, but he says this resentencing has nothing to do with their guilt or innocence. They're guilty, but this meeting today was to try to get the DA on their side.
The point of the meeting today is to try and persuade the district attorney to agree with the defense that the Menendez brothers should get back to court and get resentenced. The DA doesn't have to agree with that, but the defense is hoping that they will, because in an adversarial setting, which a trial court is, it always helps if you and your opponent are on the same page about whatever you can be.
One of the brothers' uncles who is against the release, Milton Anderson, said this through his attorney, that Mr. Anderson loved his sister deeply and misses her every day. He appreciates that the new DA seems genuinely committed to reviewing all the evidence, listening to everyone impacted by his sister's murder, and ensuring that justice is served. As we bring it back out here live, we're not sure if the family or their attorney, Mark Garagos, will be speaking here tonight following that 3-hour meeting with the new LA County DA Nathan Hochman. We do know that if a judge eventually agrees with the resentencing recommendation, that the brothers will need the state parole board to grant their release. And that, of course, is when Governor Gavin Newsom gets involved in this. Live here in downtown LA, Jasmine Viel, KCAL News. Back to you guys.
Jasmine, thank you so much.